These two teams have been playing for more than a century in the heartland of America, and today we're going to settle another chapter in this age-old rivalry where there's a brass bull awaiting the victor. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Badgers will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense takes the field. Last time these two got together, Iowa came out in a swarm and just obliterated the Badgers.
Yeah, Iowa last year was just the team that came out guns blazing in that game, and they know this is one that really propels them for the rest of the season. Winning the Heartland Trophy means so much, and it means so much for their conference championship hopes, too.
Yeah, came out blazing, got the success, had the win. Now they've had the bragging rights, but if you're Iowa, continue to build on this tradition. And this series is so close traditionally every single year. You want that trophy more than the other guys.
Back to throw, it's Yang. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The throw to the outside is complete. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Wants to go up top on first down. He rifles one deep down the middle. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. This time on target. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Brock. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Finds his big tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Yang. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Between the uprights, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Wisconsin's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. Here's the pressure. Got it in the middle. It's Wolf. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. And he'll be smacked to the ground. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights. And the 3 ball gives us a tie.
You want to talk about leg talent? That kid just made that kick 40-plus yards into the wind. That's incredible.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Quick handoff. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. Always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. To the air, it's Yang. Fires deep on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wants to bring it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's line. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And as he throws, he's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. The Hawkeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off play action. Quickly out to the tight end. Now well within striking distances. That 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Gets it to the back on the draw. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. Dead center perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Coaches sometimes can get hesitant, right? With a long field goal, 40-plus yards into the wind, sometimes you'll see them go for it or punt the football. They believe in their kicker, and how about that? Drives it through the wind, 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the tight end. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. To the air on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. Makes the catch. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Badger.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. LSU is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Bayou Bengals have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they're capable of it again today.
Leaves it with the back.
It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Auburn. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's got him in the flat. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, running back on the move. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Dropping back, it's Yang. Finds his man down the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease to the left. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Grab near the marker is Washington. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Wants to throw on 1st down. He caught it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Just hammer it with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They took it 68 yards on that drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Some of the oldest rivalries in the sport come from the Midwest and the Big Ten, and Wisconsin and Iowa have been going at it since 1896, guys.
Yeah, and for years and years and years.
Turning it on! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Badgers in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It sprints. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The sure hands, it's Wolf. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. He's got the tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, you know, obviously trying.
Throws toward the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And that's the problem when you're living in second and long situations. Sometimes the quarterbacks feel like they just got to go get it all back in one throw. That's what he was trying to do on that one. He forced it into traffic, and the defense made him pay, coming up with a huge interception.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And the Hawkeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Lyle. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Now the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Badgers will punt this one away. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll leave it with him. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Yang. Nice grab in traffic. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it along the sideline. All by himself down the middle. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression,